Many warm greetings and welcome back to the channel of MW3, the Shaman of Gaming. First off, a swift apology for the gap between actual gaming videos for like a few days. I think it's 3 or 4 days. I'm going to sort of touch on the reasons why I haven't posted in the last couple of days in this video. And as you can see and probably tell from the title of this video, I'm going to go a little bit deep on you today. So hopefully you'll be able to soak up everything I've got to say and sort of maybe draw some inspiration and you know, motivation from it. Anyway, yeah, the main reason why I haven't posted in the last couple of days, and you know, I've been sort of struggling to post other videos, is because I've been having a bit of a problem with self-doubt recently, because of just the way things are going in my life, really. And I wasn't really sure whether my channel was going in the right direction, or you know, building enough in the space of time that I've been working on videos and stuff like that. Which, you know, the thing that sort of made me the most worried going through this stage is the fact that, for those of you who watched my Am I Good Enough for YouTube video, I sort of expressed my feelings in that video about the fact that I just enjoy making videos, which I do, and you know, I'll never stop enjoying it, even if I have to play, you know, one game exclusively or more than others. I'll still enjoy doing it. But yeah, I was just worried that the fact in that video I expressed that was pretty much my main motivation, because I enjoyed making videos, and you know, I didn't mind about the other stuff, and it was just a welcome bonus if it did come along. And now, you know, I'm sort of contradicting that. But yeah, I've just been going through a bit of a sort of tough period, and as I say, just a few self-doubt problems. But you know, there is always sort of one thing, or you know, something that somebody says to you, or something that you see, that makes you sort of think about things a different way. You know, I was thinking that this channel's going nowhere, and you know, it hasn't had a massive incline for how long I've had it or anything like that. But yeah, it's you know, it sometimes does just take one thing or something, as I say, something somebody says, to make you think about things a different way. And you know, I was self-doubting and sort of thinking of giving up, really. And you do get reminders, and because of that, I really wanted to make a video about just literally not giving up. This can apply to so many things. In my, you know, instance, it's this whole YouTube thing, and just my determination to keep fighting, even though I'm not, as I say, seeing a huge incline in you know, view count or subscribers, or you know, a fan base, really. Just to keep going, because I sort of learnt the hard way that in life in general, you know, it can go for YouTube, because if you manage to do this on a big scale, it can change your life. You know, you've seen that so many times with so many, you know, huge YouTubers, that it's literally changed their life forever, really. You know, they're going to have a much better quality of life because of this. And if that's really what you want to do, then, you know, I've learned the hard way that in life you never get anything, you know, handed to you. You have to literally pick yourself up and go and get it. And that's one of the main problems I've had throughout my life, really. Sort of lack of motivation to really just stand on my own 2 feet and go and get what I want, really. And if you do want something, that is what you've got to do. You can't just expect that it will fall into your lap, and YouTube isn't immune from this. You know, there's been times where I've thought, you know, if I just keep sort of not really paying attention to it, or putting that much hard work and effort into it, that eventually it'll fall at my feet and I can pick it up and run with it. But that just isn't the way it works at all. It is this YouTube thing, as with any type of work, it's hard work. You know, create, first of all, sort of picking something that you want to do with your life, and then go and getting it. Obviously those are 2 completely different things, but it's difficult. You know, it's a difficult decision to decide what you're going to do with your life, and an even harder one to sort of make that a reality, really. And I'm just here really to say that if this YouTube thing, or anything in your life, anybody who's listening, anything in your life that you really, you know, are determined to, you sort of either make your living, or you know, that you're determined to do with yourself, go and get it. You know, it's sort of hard for me to say this kind of thing because so far, you know, I haven't lived up to that reality. But as I'm saying, this is what I'm determined to do, and I'm not going to stop now, really. And it sounds, you know, so cliched, and you might have heard it so many times, but I'm just reiterating it because it's true. You know, people say a lot, you know, that sounds like a bit of a cliche, but a lot of cliches are true. You know, like a lot of the stuff that gets said is true. And yeah, if even if this YouTube thing is not immune from it, as I say, if that's what you want to do with your life, it's not gonna be handed to you. You've got to really put the work in. You've got to, you know, sort of compromise. You've got to do things when you don't really feel like doing it, and that goes for, you know, work in life in general. That, you know, a lot of the time, especially work, you know, it feels like you don't want to do it, and you've just got to look at somebody who does work hard and maybe is even in a job that they don't particularly like, but that is part of life. You've got to go and do it. Maybe those people, like I'm sort of advising you to do, maybe those people haven't, you know, stood up and gone and got what they wanted, and, you know, that's really what I'm trying to do. Obviously there's priorities that I need to hit, and you know, hopefully I'll get that all in order soon, and this can really, you know, step to the forefront, and I can, you know, do this at the level I want to. At the moment, as I say, I'm just enjoying making videos, and you know, when you start out, that's the sort of outlook you should have on it. And you know, for anybody who's just starting and finding it difficult, because, you know, I found it difficult, and I still am finding it difficult, but, you know, the outlook you've got to have is, this is good fun. You know, you should have fun making videos, and it's like I said, one positive comment on a video can really brighten your day. It's done it for me a few times. But yeah, it's just, as I say, it doesn't just apply to YouTube. Anything that you want to do, if there's people here who just enjoy watching videos but don't make videos themselves, and, you know, they want to be a musician or an actor, or, you know, anything like that, whatever sort of aspirations and dreams that you want, there's nothing stopping you from going and getting it other than yourself. You know, if you really want it enough, you need to step up, you need to believe in yourself, you need to literally not expect anything, you need to go and get it yourself, really. And as I say, it does sound like such a cliche, and it's difficult for me to say these kinds of things because, as I say, I'm not performing to that level as of yet, but hopefully with a little bit of help from people who enjoy my stuff, I can get to that level, and you know, other people can as well. You know, there's people that are really deserving, that really, if you want it enough, and I heard this from one of my friends, and as I said, you know, it can sometimes just take something that somebody says. I had a conversation with one of my friends because it hit me hard when I had a conversation with somebody who I hadn't really heard say anything like this before, but he was basically telling me, one of the things he said is, it's another bit of a cliche, but he said that, you know, if somebody wants something bad enough, they usually get it, and that it is true. And it took me a little bit of a while to sort of accept that, because I was a little bit, you know, upset at the time. I was feeling a little bit, you know, low, because as I was saying, I had a bit of self-doubt going on, but that is true. You know, if you want it hard enough, you will make yourself work hard enough to get it, and that's basically what you've got to do for your entire life. You know, if you want something bad enough, you need to go and get it, and it's so easy for somebody to say, and I know it's hard to put into practice, but you should have something or somebody that you know can get you back into the mindset. You know, when you feel like giving up, because I've so many times actually, I felt like just jacking this in, because, you know, I've not seen a massive incline like some people have, but I'm not going to do that. And if you've really got an aspiration or a goal that you really want to reach, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. So all I'm telling you is literally step forward, put the work in, and if you want it hard enough and you know, enough, you will get there. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Cheers. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. As I said, a lot of things that sort of mean quite a lot to me. What else would mean a lot to me is if you could click one of the annotations on the screen. The subscribe button on the top right would be especially appreciated. That's my ugly, goblin, despicable troll mouth in the bottom right, and my channel, by the way. The top video on the left is an odd video of my brother eating a worm after, as it says in the title, a heartbreaking loss at lawn darts. And the bottom video is the last episode of my Rolling Back the Year series, which is Fallout New Vegas. If you enjoyed the video today, please leave some feedback, very much appreciated, that would be, and I will see you soon. Pansy.